Whoops, hold up. That should be it. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's see, what stage are we playing on today? Right, this is from Brawl, isn't it? Hello, Promised. How you doing? Hello, Raim. Hello, Phoenix. Hello, Garrett, who can't watch right now, but he'll be in here in 2 hours. How are you all doing? Oh, hold on, I'm in the wrong window. There we go. Yes, wonderful. Alright, what stage should I play on? I'm gonna let you guys be relieved of Castle Dracula for one stream, at least. But I don't know what else to... What are some good... This is a good stage, right? Yeah, nobody knew he was broken at the time, and then it's like something you learn after the fact. I feel like that's like something you just don't know when you're like a child teenager playing Smash Bros for the first time. You don't know how good your character is. And I think that's the beauty of it as well. I feel like in fighting games, it's a lot easier to tell if your character is bad. This is a pretty stage. Before I went live, I decided to use some time to just take some new screenshots and stuff. So I was looking around stages with good lighting. Hello, Eggs. How you doing? I can't believe Larry Lur is the only person in the world who's correct about Aegis. He knows what's up. I'm very happy to see it. I'm doing well. I've been having a good week so far, so I'm planning on writing that today. The good vibes, I mean. He had to address it, yeah, that's true. I wish he had addressed it a little bit more, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things in Smash we wouldn't have if he didn't think about the competitive scene. Yeah, I'm so happy he thinks that too. Like, Fox is just an overall better character. Like, you can't deny that. He has everything Aegis has, and more. Also, he has just actually safe shield pressure. And his recovery isn't even that bad anymore, I don't think. Like, it really isn't that bad. Like, it's bad when you get put into a situation where you have to use up B, but even then, you have so many different angles to pick from. So, like, bro, there's like mix-ups even there, you know. I imagine how much worse his recovery would be if he couldn't act out a side B. I'm very glad he got that. Snake? Sorry, we're talking about Fox right now. It is really... Dude, the magnet hands on Fox is kind of crazy, actually. to be age. Yeah, like, at least... I think what bothers me about Snake Aegis, the matchup, is that Mythra can't really hit Snake's shield for free. Or, like, not for free, but safely. So, like, you kind of have to grab him. And that gets predictable. So, like, I generally have a better time against Snake with Pyra, because you can at least, with your moves being as big as they are, you can actually hit his shield, without getting blown up by grenades. But you have to, like, space it perfectly, so it's kind of difficult, but at least it's doable. It is hard, yeah, but it's also, like, really satisfying to get right, so I don't really mind it as much. Yeah, just... like, Fox is just everything Mythra wishes she was, you know? I think. But then again, Mythra wasn't really designed to be a rushdown character, I don't think, so they're not really similar, but... Who does not neutral Fox? Yeah, true. One of the few characters who can actually mash in this game, I think. It's like when your arrows are so safe, like you can just mash. Sonic is a better neutral than Fox. I think Sonic is a better neutral than most characters in the game, but just by doing nothing. Oh. Right, Ness is one of the characters it doesn't work on. I forgot. Never mind. An honest Sonic? I feel like they exist, but they're really rare. Like, if you're playing Sonic honest, then I think you're just shooting yourself in the foot. There's no point. Fire's Run? Yes, I have seen it. It was great. I don't know if I'm going to talk about it, like, in a video format, but I liked it a lot. I see he has resorted to using Mythra more, and that, honestly, he's getting, okay, so, there's a lot of situations where he switches to Mythra, and he just gets bodied, and I'm like, you didn't have to do that. Oh my, hello. Sorry, I need to see something. You've been a member for 2 years, Spindrift. Wow. I just noticed the new badge. Thank you. Yeah, now it's a shiny red. Yes. That distracted me so bad. But yeah, as I was saying, like, majority of the time Fire played Mythra, he actually just died. So I'm like, yeah, that's great. Like, 9 times out of 10 he got Mythra there. Yeah, I agree. It's good. Shades of Nkileo, I feel like. But, yeah. His Mythra needs a lot of work, I think. Or he needs to play it differently. Because, holy moly. Yeah. I am the Mr. Yap. It's me. But yeah, I would like to look at the set in more detail. I just don't know if I want to actually make those kinds of videos this year. I don't know. I think people appreciate it, but it's also A lot of work, and at this point I don't know if I have anything new to say. Because, like, Fire hasn't really changed much, I don't think, in terms of gameplay. Outside of, like, the most new thing in his gameplay is that he uses Mythra, you know. And, that kind of went places. So, I don't know. I'll think about it. Oh yeah, you watched the Sonic movie yesterday. Without spoiling anything, how was it? Full hop down here? That doesn't sound like the best thing you could do. Because I think majority of Mythra's aerials are like -7, I think. If memory serves. Yeah, -7. Maybe it is, I don't know. Definitely the best one, good to know. But like if you cross up and then hit with the... Yeah, if he shields. Which you can't make the CPU do, by the way. Unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, it's so goated. I've been doing Roar Bear? Oh, Roar Bear, yeah. I mean, Roar Bear is just good with Aegis in general. It's actually kind of crazy. I wish more people did it. But like, if you Roar Bear with Mythra, you just get it. You get a Bear Train almost every time. Unless they're DIing in, which, rip, I guess. I feel like there's still a lot of people that don't know you can just DI in and the Bear Train doesn't happen. Yeah, I've been doing Roar Dare a lot with Pyra recently. It's been insane, actually. Just hitting the very end of the move tipper on shield, like, what can they do? Nothing. It's great. But, like... And, like, yeah, I don't know. It's just so good, you know? Like, it covers so much space. They're like, oh, I got bared by Mythra. What do I do? DI away? No, you don't. Yeah, that's how I do it. Mostly because, I don't know, I'm fairly confident in my early game Pyra anyway, but, yeah. I think it's nice to use them in different situations that you normally see them, so... You can only learn good things from it. But yeah, I do cringe a little bit inside when people get bear trained in 2025. But I guess it's just back air being like unintuitive to DI, like to get out of combos. It's like you DI away. That's usually the way you want to DI for most combos, but back air is not one of them. It's very funny. Best of 5 year puff? Did you call me? No. Just from that alone, I'm gonna say no. Typo diff. Or joke diff, I don't know which one it was. I start with fire for a mix. You start with fire for a mix. I start with fire because she's best girl. We're not the same. Exactly. Correct. Also, I don't know. I just love like Pyra early and mid percent. It's really fun. Actually, legitimately really fun. You get so many fun combos and extensions and all of that stuff. I mean, I feel like Pyra just nukes Yoshi anyway. Like, Yoshi being like as floaty as he is like, what do you do? Actually. She just whoosh, and like, what do you do? Nothing. That's what. Very cute thumbnail. Thank you. I took it like 20 minutes ago. I've been so like Yoshi's fun versus Mythra. I agree, yeah. Recently, or not recently, it's been like this for years actually, but like stream time just creeps up on me, and when there's an hour left until I have to start, I'm like, I have no thumbnail, I have no title, I have no scheduled stream, no nothing. I gotta do everything in like an hour. It's so bad. Yeah, I always do it last second. Listen, I never said my time management skills were good, because they're not. It's a problem. It is one of the symptoms of the funny mental disorder. But it's okay, we're all here, and we're gonna have a fun and good time. Also, like, at least in my experience playing as Yoshi, like, Pyra just nukes his double jump armor all the time. It's so satisfying. Like, Yoshi's double jump armor, I mean. Like, I feel like Mythra doesn't do as much. I haven't actually... I didn't really look into his top 10 very much. I just hopped in to see what where Aegis was. That's all I wanted to know. And then I saw the base placement, I left my comments, and then I just left. But, yeah, I don't really care to discuss his top 10. Like, it's whatever. It's just his opinion. That's all. I feel like people got a little bit up in hands with it, but it's whatever. Like, I don't think I care. Hey, hello, Flair. How you doing? Yeah, I saw you, was it yesterday? I don't remember. I think I saw there was a stream from you with Fortnite and Miku. Which, I hope you had fun. Why did I pick... You know what? No. I'm not doing this. Ness makes the actual worst sounds. Yeah, like, people just can't handle the truth, that's all. Like, Larry is actually correct, but like, people still aren't ready for this conversation, and I'm like, I don't know what to do now. Dude, I got so upset. Okay, so the other day I posted a community. I made a community post that was like, Aegis is top 5 as a quotation marks, and then there was like a trash can and like a microphone and like anything else, like as in like signifying it's a bad opinion. But like, people really got up in arms at me, and one of them were like, Aegis is not top 10. Did you see Fire's run? And I'm like, yeah, I did, but it still doesn't make them like top 5. It's just funny. Like, I'm glad he did really well, but the character still isn't top 5. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Oh, I see Miku has really opened up the Fortnite gates. That's good, though. I always think it's cool when games do collabs that actually breathe more life into the game. I guess, I know it's already popular, but you know. No, it's like Ganondorf winning a tournament, and like, okay, does that make him top tier, or like, no. Results isn't everything. Yeah, it's on TV, see? I totally chose this on purpose. Like, I could foresee which random character I would get. But yeah, it boggles my mind. Like, just because Aegis did well this one time. And like, Aegis never wins anything. Like, they get into top 8 maybe. But when was the last time Aegis actually won something? It's been forever. Character's broken, by the way. Like, if Aegis is so broken, why isn't everyone playing them? Especially solo maining. Like, I think... Yeah, like, that, it's such a long time ago. Also, I think... Maybe it's because there's, like, no real price pool, but... Japan has, like... There was, like, 4 or 5 different Aegis solo mains at Sumo Battle 55. And I'm like, that's incredible. How is the rest of the world holding up? Yeah, the Aegis player base is pretty good. I feel like we have a lot to go, but we're getting there. They know how... Wait, hold on. Am I reading this sentence right? Is this a they want counterplay but they don't know, or am I misreading your sentence, Raheem? But in terms of, yeah, they know how to counterplay, huh? Sorry, I needed to know if my my brain was doing the correct. Hello, Mario Bros. Stop motions. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, everyone, I feel like a lot of people, just because of the sheer popularity of the character and how much they were played, especially the first 2 years after they got released, like, people just know how to play against them. A lot of people know that now. Or at least they know how to play. They know the basic counterplay to Aegis. I will, like, I'm not gonna say, like, it's a make or break, I don't think, but they know all of this, and then they still put Aegis in, like, top 5. Like, I feel like I keep saying it, but I feel like the Aegis players are the only ones who know that they're not, because they play the character and they know they're intimately, like, familiar with what they're bad at, you know? Because when you play them, you feel that, but no. But yeah, like, Aegis didn't make it anywhere in, like, 2024. Like, there was, like, definitely progress in their meta, but I feel like I really feel like Aegis is like such a character that they just need to be optimized, and There's just so many. There's so few people who are actually putting in the work. That's the problem. They have like the shulk problem, where like it's so much potential, but when it comes to actually optimizing the character, nobody wants to put in the work. Yeah, exactly. Like you have to play to their strengths, and you gotta avoid getting your weaknesses exploited at any cost. Which is like kind of stressful, not gonna lie. Sometimes. Yeah, Cosmos had that one run. That one run. And like a lot of Aegises did make it to top 8 in a lot of different tournaments, but like there's no real like there's nobody who's solo minning them who's getting really far. And I feel like that says something. Because like a lot of people who have made Aegis go far, it's because they use them as counterpicks. Or like pocket characters. And that's it. And like and who did who was it? I was watching somebody and they said like when people play them at top level, it's like you can tell it's a top player playing them, but they're not really playing them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I think Aegis is very easy to use, and that's why a lot of people are picking it up as like counterpick characters at top level. But nobody really really explores just how far the skill ceiling goes, because it's really long. It's pretty big. It's pretty high actually. They're playing the game. Yeah, they're not really playing Aegis. especially the top players who have a lot of swordy experience can play them pretty well, but you're just doing the basic stuff. You're not doing anything special. Yeah, being simple and being easy are two different things, yeah. Yeah. I agree. No, I legitimately think this character has a lot of, like, a really high skill ceiling that people are just not exploring enough. Yeah, easy to learn, hard to master, exactly. Like, just the fact that you're switching between two characters is already pretty, like, big. And, like, knowing exactly when to switch and making the bet, using it, like, how do I put it? Yeah, making the most out of it at all times. People don't do that. Yeah, man, just play perfect. Easy.
You'll get burned.
Also, having recovery as a flaw is, like, actually the worst. Like, it's actually, I think it probably is my least favorite, like, flaw in this game. Like, you do learn to play around it, and that's also, like, a skill you need to develop, but also, yeah, it's just not fun. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping 2025 is going to be good. Like, it has had a really good start with Sumo Bato 55, but we'll see. Yeah, he got better in Ultimate, but not by much. There's a few couple of characters that did that happened to. Like, Lil Mac is one of them. Ike is one of them. Like, Ike got better, but he's still not great. But yeah, recovery is still the main issue. Yeah, there's a bunch of characters like that, but like, Aegis is fun, these characters, until they're not. Yeah, it's super fragile. It's really volatile. It's like as soon as you get sent off stage, it's not curtains, but you gotta work pretty hard. Me too. One Last You is probably one of my favorite songs. But yeah. And like just with how like I know Pyra Mythra are designed in such a way that they, you know, they complement one another, so one of them will have something the other one doesn't, but the issue is that they gave all like the shield pressure and shield safety to Pyra, and then Mythra doesn't have that. So like I think a lot of the issue that people run into is that they play Mythra like a rushdown, which isn't one, when she just isn't one of them at all. And then they realize she can't mash, she can't hit people's shields, so they don't know what to do with her. And it shows. Yeah, small and fast characters are surprisingly annoying to deal with, even with like these kind of hitboxes. Yeah, like I feel like I made a comparison before, but I feel like Aegis in Smash Ultimate is like kind of like Melee Fox in a way, and like in the sense that they're kind of overtuned, really strong on stage, but they're also really fun to fight because you can just gimp them or like, yeah, stuff like that. Like they're fun to counterplay against. So I know a lot of people don't agree with me with that, because for some people think Mythra is super overwhelming, but yeah. Yeah, sorry, I'm reading through your messages and I'm like, what do you mean? Hello, Sketch. You just came to the Yapping. Yeah, that's the thing. Mythra is just overwhelming if you let her overwhelm you, because in reality, she doesn't have anything to really approach you with. And when people commit to something like dash attack or dash grab, like that's terrible. Because that can be avoided. You can jump over it, or you can spot dodge it, or you can just shield dash attack and just punish her really hard. Mythra has what you give her, yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I love about Smash Ultimate right now, because the game has... because the game is... How do I put it? My brain is so silly. Because we're in like year 6, and so much time has passed. Like, there's a lot of characters that are coming out now, because people have been grinding them for like 6 years, and their meta has evolved to a point where they can keep up with like the better characters in the game, and I think that's really sick, and I'm hoping to just see more of that. But like, I don't know if the game is gonna last long enough to Aegis to get to that point. We'll see. Because right now people are just doing the basics and nothing else. No, I'm not getting there. Actually, that's mainly an assumption, I think. Yeah, probably not gonna get anywhere. Yes, the buzzer art was nice. Hello, JT. Yeah, Melee has had 20 years. That's like over triple the time of this game. And this game is probably not gonna last because Switch 2 is around the corner and we're, one, either gonna get a new Smash game or two, get a port of this. However, knowing what I know now, maybe the port just isn't gonna happen. Because, like, you can play Ultimate on the new Switch anyway, so, like, maybe not, actually. Yeah, Melee is like 24 years old. Holy crap. I agree, Roy sounds best, yeah. I do like Pits and Byleth as well. I think they're funny. Wolf also has a really good one. Do you have any tips on the Aegis versus Yoshi matchup? In my experience, you can use Pyra a lot more than you think you can. But that's about it, in my experience. The last time I played Yoshi, I wasn't really playing against Yoshi. I was playing against the player, so it's a bit different. I don't actually know the ins and outs of that matchup. Yeah, I do believe that. Yeah, it's gonna be compatible, so I guess technically speaking, if there's a new Smash game on the Switch too, people can still play Ultimate if they want. So I guess the game could have a bit more longevity. Also, Colin, I agree, or Cereza, I agree. Aegis does get way better when the opponent is scared. But, like, yeah, that's about it, yes. But, I just feel like that goes for, like, so many characters anyway. Yeah, I really do wonder what they're gonna do, though. Like, I wouldn't mind if they just made a new game and then they cut a lot of the characters and remade them and stuff. That's fine by me. I will find a character to play. Like, it's not that I have multiple characters and franchises that I really like in Smash, so, like, it's fine. But, I think Aegis is gonna be cut. Despite them being extremely popular for various reasons, but I feel like Aegis is definitely like the face of Xenoblade more than Shulk is at this point, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess we'll see in a couple months. I guess it's gonna be a new Direct with the Switch 2, and then I guess we'll see what other games they have lined up. But they usually do a new Smash game pretty early into the new console cycle, so I guess we can expect a new Smash game like 2026 or 2027. Do you think a year 1 to 2 good talented player can be beaten by a year 6 bad but hardworking player? Absolutely. You only really play Aegis at this point, not even playing Smash? Yeah, same. I mean, I do dabble in other characters, but yeah. $600 hours on Aegis, that's more than me, wow. But I also don't play Smash that much anymore, like, compared to the first couple of years anyway. Yeah, Xenoblade 2 sold really well, I'm very happy for that. You know, something I want to do, maybe make a video on at some point, but I have been wanting to talk about, like, especially with how the meta is developing and how old this game is getting, and a lot of people are probably quitting, like, how to actually keep yourself in the game, kind of, how to put it. Like, finding fun despite it all, and not burning out. Because I feel like I've gotten a lot of questions like, hey, how are you still going after all this time? And I'm like, I just play a character I really like, that's all. Hello, Zenko. I feel like you've been there before. I could be wrong. Can you give me a sneak peek? No, sorry, I don't have an answer for you. You're not like me. Yeah, like, when you find a character you really love and believe in, like, that in itself becomes so fun for you, that doesn't really matter. Like, it's even better if, like, you like the game, obviously, which, you know, I do. But, it's a lot easier to deal with burnout with Smash Bros. If you really, really, really love your character. Yeah, the gap between Smash 4 and Ultimate was 4 years, and I don't think that was enough. It was insane. Like, I did the same thing in the previous game. Like, yeah, Bayonetta and Cloud existed, but I just kept playing Shulk in Smash 4 because he was really fun, and I love that guy. And I just improved at my own pace. And I actually think it really paid off when Ultimate came out, because I feel like I was a bit ahead of the curve. But like, yeah, character love goes very, very far in Smash, I think. But I know that a lot of people play Smash just for gameplay, and they don't really have that big of an attachment to their character and stuff, and I think that really makes it hard to continue. Yeah, so, yeah, that's also an issue. And like, another thing is, like, when you really love your character, like, it's a lot easier to grind out matchups and just figure out how to play them, and just grind through the difficult stuff. Also, you know, which Merker is this? I don't know. It's only only Merker I know. Sorry, I missed the question. Yeah, I have played Xenoblade 3. I like it. I still think Xenoblade 2 is better, but that's my opinion. I think Xenoblade 3 is better as like a game as a first game, because it has none of the quirks that Xenoblade 2 had. What, you're ditching Ike? Ike is freaking iconic. No, dude. Ike is staying. Yeah, I'm hoping that it just gets to that point. I don't think they will. Xenoblade 3 well too safe, I agree. Also, Xenoblade 3 tried a little bit too hard to be standalone. Like, it doesn't really play to all, like, the, like, you're playing in a world that consists of Xenoblade 1 and 2, and they didn't barely use that. Like, there's so many things in the environment, and nobody talks about it in the game, ever. And I know that's because mainly because, like, a lot of the characters are, like, brainwashed and stuff, but like, I feel like you didn't actually, yeah, just barely any references in the game, and you get all of it. You get everything in Future Redeemed, and I'm very happy about it. But also, that's outside of the base game. I mean, they're there, they're just not people at the time. Yeah, I agree though. I did like, yeah, Kevin's Castle looking like Alchema. It even has like the mural in the entrance hall, which I really liked, but... Oh, you get the Sonic feedback. I'm doing alright. Having a good week so far. What do I have to say to the haters who think losing as Aegis is a skill issue? I mean, it is a skill issue. Like, if you lost, that is genuinely on you. I don't get it. What? Yeah, I know, same. I do really like Xenoblade 3, but it could have been... I think what the problem is that, like, people say what you will about Xenoblade 2, but I think what made it so special is because they went balls to the walls, unhinged on it, and I really think that made it way more, like, memorable and special. And they reined a lot of that in for Xenoblade 3. Which I know it's a kind of, maybe not bad take, but I do think it does make sense. Like, it feels very, very safe in comparison. I think they meant losing with Aegis as a choice. I mean, no, it's not. Pyra's a rushdown character if you want her to be. At least you can hit people's shield and get away with it, unlike Mythra. Since you picked up Xenoblade 2, generally it might be your favorite video game now. One of us! One of us! Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like Xenoblade 1 knows what it wants to be and nails it. Xenoblade 2 also does that. Like, I feel like Xenoblade 2 knocks it out of the park in terms of what it wants to be. Xenoblade 3 feels like it feels like insecure. Like, it doesn't know exactly what it wants to be. So it kind of falls flat in some areas. So I'm looking forward to the next game. Are there matchups you believe damage is more important than positioning? In my opinion, I think I always prefer positioning because Aegis just benefits so much from it. Pyra especially. Like, I feel like I have hyper focused on positioning and like getting good positioning because I play Pyra way more and she needs good positioning to play well. So like, I'm just positioning pilled. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to Xenoblade X Definitive Edition. It looks so good, and I'm just, how is Takahashi gonna tie it into the rest of the franchise? Like, that's what I want to know. I just need to know. Like, what kind of shenaniganry are they gonna pull out this time? How do I put it? Like, as a rule of thumb, I want to say that Pyra wants to have the opponent at mid-range, like, you know, where she can hit them, but they can't hit her. I know. That's the thing promised. X is separate, for now. They're gonna pull some bullshit. Just you wait. Like, people have gone, like, super in-depth on, like, the trailers and I analyzed them, and I'm like, God. Dude, like, some of the things in Sealmate X have Ouroboros cores. Like, hello? Like, hello? Yeah, there's just way too much potential. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, true! The next game, they're probably... Unless they reuse all the voice clips for Mario, which they could. Do you have any Aegis that you really enjoy watching that aren't Sparg or Shoot On? Yeah, I like watching Tickle. I like watching Fire in Japan. I think, but mostly because they are more Pyra focused, and I like watching that. It's fun, and I learn a lot every time. Although Fire recently has been playing way more Mythra, so like, I don't think it qualifies as like a solo Pyra main anymore, but it is what it is. His Pyra is still really goated. I wish there were more like... I know it's kind of ridiculous to say, but I feel like I wish there were more like solo Pyra and solo Mythra mains, but there just aren't. Like, I'm really surprised to see that there's like no solo Mythra mains ever, because she's considered to be the better character. But nobody plays her like that. You know? Isn't that fascinating? Yeah, Tickle and Myvan, that's it. I think I also want to try... Would you like to argue? The arena is yours. What was I gonna say? Right, I was gonna say that. I don't think... I'm not gonna guarantee anything, but I do want to try going out to a local this year just to see how it feels like. But I say local. I don't have anything local. But, you know what I mean. God, you fall so slowly, sir. I feel like I only watch when there's a big tournament, and that's it. Like, it's not really something I seek out. Yeah, it's just been like... It's been like over 5 years since I went to a local. Like, it was early Smash Ultimate 2019. I say local. I gotta stop saying local. I mean tournament. Like, Tickle's Mythra is great, yeah. But, like, you know. It was his Pyra that I was interested in. But we shall see. I need to... Where you live means a lot in terms of brackets. It means a lot in terms of actual offline play, too. But, the thing is, like, I have nothing to prove. I'm not really interested in like getting results and stuff like that. So like, I'd like in that way, I'm not really sure what my goal would be to like go to a local. I'm just gonna call it local. Whatever. People get it. But I guess it would just be to, you know, see people and play offline and stuff, so I don't know. That's nice. I miss being able to do that myself. The thing is, like, all the friends I had that used to play this game don't play this game. Either that, or we drifted apart, or we how did I put it? Separated for various reasons. But yeah, I think it would be nice. It's not like I don't know anyone in the Norwegian community, but I always found the community to be a little bit obnoxious. Like, they're extremely results-based, so like, if you don't have results, they won't talk to you kind of thing, and it's really annoying. It's kind of hard to make friends in that way. Like, at least that's how they were like a couple of years ago. I don't know if it's still the case, but I remember not enjoying it that much. But it's definitely something I'm considering. Actually, I don't know if I should bring it up here. Maybe I should. Like, I don't mind talking about personal things on here. Yeah, turns up to a local, wins the entire thing with just Pyra, leaves, never comes back. Imagine. Actually, I feel like it's so likely. I'm very sure that people don't know how to handle this kind of Pyra. I'm pretty sure. Speaking as someone who stuck it out, some of those people I thought the same about doesn't apply anymore. Sorry, what do you mean? People complain even when they're winning, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the problem I also ran into at some point. It turns out that didn't mesh as well as I thought. Also, discussing Smash with strangers isn't actually that fun either, I've realized. And that's why I typically don't do discussions that much. Yeah, it's just, yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, everybody whines about something, or there's excuses, or Johns, or... I'm glad you have a group of people that you vibe with, promise. It's important. Isn't that every single streams? Kind of. But you see, damn. This is different. I mean, like, yeah, exactly. I think I talked about that in a video at some point, but it becomes a hierarchy, and it's just ugly. Because you guys aren't, like, strangers in the sense that I have, like, no idea who you are. I don't know how to explain it, and I'm not gonna. But it feels different. Yeah, like, you're literally socially excluded for not having results. Nobody wants to hang out with you. Nobody listens to what you have to say. It's awful. I'm gesticulating as if you can see my hands, but you can't. But yeah. It really does suck. It's not very welcoming at all. You really isolate new people. Oh, Evo Eevee. That was a meme. Don't take it seriously, but I appreciate the thoughts. I appreciate the concern. But that's I'm really happy to hear that. Yeah, Apple Ocean doesn't have the best results, but it's an insane labber, yeah. But bro, I don't want to climb a hierarchy. I already have to deal with this with society already. Like, you have to climb stuff everywhere you go. That's the problem. I saw that. And that is why I left. That is actually why I left my local. So what I ended up doing was like playing online with the people I knew from there instead, back in Smash 4. But also in early Ultimate. Like, I just talked with them in voice chat or stuff like that, or whatever, like. That's fine. What do you think of the Aegis databank? I think it's great. I personally haven't been able to, like, do much outside of videos because of various reasons, but I'm very glad it exists. Dude, Ultra, that happens a lot. It's really weird. It's such a weird thing to say. It is extremely weird things to say. Like, you just roll up to someone and be like, did you know I compete in tournament? I'm like, no. Does it change anything? Also, no. It doesn't change anything. At all. Who did I main before Aegis? Byleth. Also Corinne. And Ike. And Pichu. It's okay, Sketch. I can answer for myself. Yeah, mainly Byleth. Oh yeah, Shulk. There's a lot of characters that are really fun in this game. No, it's not. I main sorties that are slow and fun. Oh yeah, I think there's still a bunch of video and Corin videos on my channel. Any Ultimate characters that I like to watch that other people hate? I like watching Link. I also like watching Belmonts. I always thought they were super sick, but like because of how people play them online, people hate them. Samus is to say I have the same opinion about Samus. I think Samus is really cool in Ultimate. People hate her. What other chat am I looking at? I can't read it. What do you mean? I think Link is cool. The fact that Gluttony actually played Link this weekend was really cool. Like, it actually sparked why I wanted to make the video about character love, because he said like, I just really like Link and I want to do well with him, and I'm like, bro, that's all you need to play. That's all you need to play this game. Actually, pick a character you really like and go ham. Just do it. Yeah, no, I love it. Like, because losing doesn't matter in that kind of format, you might as well just go whoever you want, and I loved it. Like, of course you're gonna be losing a lot. That's just how it is. You're not gonna do well at the start, but like, the more hours you put in, you know, the better you're gonna get. Also, the better you get, the more fun you're gonna have. Usually. Asterisk. But, yeah, like, if... Like, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I just really, really love that he did it. And, like, sometimes it will, You did? Okay, it wasn't your end. But I'm like, sometimes it overlaps. Like, the character you like has a playstyle you really like. And that's just the best of both worlds. But like sometimes you'll have a character you really like, but the playstyle isn't up like exactly what you want, and that makes it a bit more difficult. But like, yeah, there's some nuance here. But yeah, like my point is just pick whoever character you love and just make it work. Just make it work. Like, if the character is bad, just make it work. Here's my favorite character that I've never played. Hold up. Yeah, Optimal is camping. That's the conclusion I've gone with Mythra as well. It's awful. Like Mythra, literally, like the best way you gotta play her is like hit and run and camping. That's all. That's the best way you can play her, and that's I think I made that realization years ago, and that's why I'm like, ugh. I'm just looking at the roster. Favorite character I've never played? I don't know, honestly. There's a lot. I want to say... I mean... I want to say, like... Maybe Bayo, I think. I've never played Bayo, nor do I really want to, but, like... I think an ultimate is really cool, actually. Like, if you take away the funny online thing, I really don't like a lot of people who play Bayo online. It just doesn't... It's just not fun sometimes. Sheik is also cool, I think. I thought that being optimal was making flawless executions. Not always. There's a bit of there's more to that. If you want to, you can. Yeah, also, something I was watching, I was listening to the most recent episode of Tweak Talks, where they talked about Ouch, the Wolf player at the Reaper Invitational, and I think Ouch's gameplay in that tournament was like really inspirational, because Ouch, deadass, just plays however he wants, and it works, and it's like, that's great. Probably my favorite thing, like, outside of Gluto Link, like, Ouch's Wolf at the Reaper Invitational was like probably my favorite thing. No, that's the thing, he doesn't go for the optimal stuff, and that's why it's so sick. Like, his combo routes were so different. And he just played Wolf in the way he wants to play him, and it just works, and I'm like, that's how it should be. And it made me realize that, or not it just solidifies the thing that I'm like, I just want to play Aegis my way, and I'm gonna make it work. I mean, MKLeo is probably the best one, I want to say. Like, he is like, by far, the best one. Like, how many reverse 3-0s has he done? But yeah, like, that's literally just what I want to do. Like, I want to play to my strengths. I want to play a character that enables me to do what I want. And, I'm just lucky enough that it happens to be Aegis. Or, more specifically, Pyra. Sorry. But in terms of adaptation, I think Leo is probably the best one. It's crazy. Yeah, that's the thing, and that's the sort of mindset that I've had for like quite a while now. Like, a lot of people will shy away from something that didn't work, but I did it again, slightly different this time, and now I found something else that is insane. And I think that's how I've managed to just evolve at least my own Pyra as far as I have. Like, I have found so many things just by experimenting and just not giving up. And that's what I like mean with taking your own character and just running with it, pushing it as far as you can, grind through the bad stuff, and just do it. I think it's important, especially nowadays. Also, yeah, you will learn a lot about yourself also. And about things you're able to do that you thought you might not be able to. So, like, yeah. I don't think you should limit to yourself to, like, oh, this didn't work, I should do something else. Of course, there's limits. If it clearly didn't work multiple times, then you might have to look into it like a different strategy, but... Also Pyra's best girl, exactly. Correct. Correct opinion. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing and just push it and just... Yeah. It's fun. Like, bottom line, it's really fun. That's the thing too. Like, it's just really fun. Like, for me, I think something I have been really craving in all of these Smash games is just to play a character that has a really high skill ceiling so I can continue to just learn new things, implement new things, experiment, and just, you know, make it better over time. And like for me, last game that was Shulk, because he was just insane with all of the things you could do with him. And like, I think at the base he was like mid-tier, but if you implemented like all of the different tech and all of that stuff, like he was just actually pretty solid high tier, and it was really fun. Optimized Shulk was like insane in Smash 4. Unfortunately, the game died before it really got to like actually flourish, and then the next game came out and everyone had to start from scratch. But yeah. Lucina is a good one too. I won't like that's also a good pick. Also, that's also why I'm happy to see that despite Mr. E picking up Aegis, he didn't use them at all during the Reaper Invitational. Like, he's still sticking to Lucina and making that work, and I love that for him. What advice would you give someone like me who lacks patience but is consistent with combos? Listen, that's the thing. Like, I don't know how to teach patience. Like, that's something you gotta do yourself. And I literally do not know what to tell you. Like... Mystery dropped Lucina for Aegis? Supposedly, yeah. But he hasn't played them in, like, in any big tournaments yet. So I'm like, I wonder if it's a phase or not. We'll see. Like, it would be cool to have another Aegis main in the club, but, like... Yeah. Like, for your point about patience, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know how you... Like, if you're an impatient person, like, how do you teach yourself to be patient? I don't know. I just don't know. Hello, Bear Hugs. Sorry, I didn't say hello to you earlier, but hi. There's just times where a character kind of feels like you belong to. Can't play other characters in Ultimate besides Sonic and Aegis simply because nobody else piques my interest. Yeah. ADHD moment. But yeah, I feel the same. And right now, that's Aegis for me. But also, I've been playing so much Richter the past 2 months that he's actually becoming decent, and I really want him as a secondary. Like, it's so fun, actually. Like, you need to see, like... like, my thought process with playing characters in Ultimate, like, obviously, or not Ultimate, but in Smash, and, like, I need to play characters that I really like, and usually from franchises that I really like. And nowadays, Castlevania is really sneaking up into the top for me, so, like, that means I really need to play a Castlevania character. And, yeah, Richter has been really fun. I've been really getting used to him in a lot of ways, and it's really shaping up to be something good, so, like, yeah. It's the most unlikely duo, but I really like it. Yeah, like, if you, like, exactly what Armando just said. I think that's a good way to put it. Like, if playing to your strengths is important. Exactly what he said. Yes. Or what they said, sorry. I hate that I always assume somebody's a man unless stated otherwise. Online. It's really bad. Which ends up me misgendering people by accidents. Which is never great, but it is what it is. Yeah, I heard that, and I really want to watch season 1 and 2, but like, I don't know how you're supposed to do that when you don't have Netflix and you don't want to like get it. Alright, good to know. Yeah, that's great. Honestly, like, when you get to the point where you find a character that just feels extremely right in your hands, like, I think you're unstoppable. Like, I legitimately think you're unstoppable. Since Aegis isn't a rushdown character, how do you approach safely? That's the fun part, you don't. No, I'm just kidding. I think with Pyra you can poke in neutral with down tilt and forward tilt. Don't use Blazing End. God, don't use it. Don't use it. With Mythra it's a bit more complicated, I think, because I think they try to make her a rushdown character, but she ends up not working that way, so it's better if you try to just whiff punish people, bait and punish, or God forbid, just camp. Because Mythra can whiff punish you from across the stage, right? I will stop you. Whenever people use Blazing End really bad, I stop them. Immediately. And then they keep going. That's the problem. People get away with Blazing End, and then they believe it's like a good thing that they should continue doing until they hit the wall, and they're like, oh, it doesn't work. And then they don't know what to do, because that's what they've been doing for so long. You used it correctly, so you keep saying, but I haven't seen anything yet. That's like telling me to stop breathing. Yeah. You smoked a pyre with blazing. Smoked a pyre with blazing. Yeah. Hold on. I am reading a sentence. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Yes. Yeah, like I punish whenever I play against Aegis, I punish people for using Blazing End so much. And then, like, it just keeps happening. Because we haven't played yet. I mean, I don't think the timings have been the very best ever, but spamming your force match is respectable. At least that kills. Blazing End just loses stage control. Like, it's... I think... Yeah, like, I mean, some people have seen the video I made about Blazing End, but, like, the problem is that people always use it in the same spot. And once you know that, you can just hit them. Because it's so predictable. Also, it's so laggy. Safest approach options? I don't know, honestly. Like, that is a struggle. Like, it's not dash attack. I think Mythra's safest approach option is to approach, but not doing anything. Listen, I have played Mythra in my time, don't worry about that. But like, Mythra just doesn't make sense. I feel like they want her to be a rushdown character, but she isn't. So, good luck figuring out how to play her. But yeah, that's the problem. Mythra doesn't really have any good safe options in neutral. Ristromice listed Aegis as one character and said their worst move is Mythra side B. What's Pyra's worst move? I'm contemplating Blazing End is probably one of the worst ones. Just because of how punishable it is. I mean, I feel like 90% of people don't know how to punish it, so it's clearly really good, but I haven't really watched Mewtwo King play Aegis in a while. But if you're saying it's a good watch, I probably should. Neutral B? Nah. Like, it's very niche in use case, but like, it's not bad. People love to use it for tech chasing, and then I punish them, and like, oh, I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's true. It is pretty decent. Definitely not the best, but I hope it's not the best down smash for the reason I think it might be. Never use Mythra down smash? Bro. I need to check something. You just low profile when landing? Hasn't that been a thing for years though? Oh wait, that just did the thing. Yeah, it is good. They pancake like crazy. Hold on. So, like, if Pyra's down smash is frame 10 when you down smash and hold, what about Mythra? Because Mythra's down smash is frame 8. Charge hold on frame 2. Okay, so that becomes frame 6. That's great. Yo, it's exactly the reason you're thinking? Ah, no, that's sus. Sus. Viewer said it's sus. Honestly, what I do love about Lightning Buster is like when people are shielding on a platform, I do like using it there as like a extremely like safe shield pressure, because you can just use it and then you can just like just pretend Luigi is shielding right now. Because what you can do is just use it and then drift away. I messed up. I haven't used this in a while. Pyra down smash? Listen. It's spin. You don't know the context. It's bad. If I turned it around, do you notice the pose she ends up in? This is why people like it. It's bad. Anyway, what I was trying to do. Yeah, you can drift backwards and then it becomes like unpunishable. There we go. That's my favorite use case. Also, it's a multi-hit on shield, so if people are just shielding on the platform, they might just drop shield or something. Or parry one and then... No, me neither, Colin. I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, that's the way, that's why people liked it. But you wanted context, so I gave you context. Yeah, they're not wearing shoes. You can hear the pitter-patter of the feet when they run or walk. It's very funny. Anyway, also, throws, yeah, I mean, it just doesn't have any bad throws. They're all very good and useful. If somebody comes into my chat and says back throw is bad, I'm going to like nuke you into orbit. Yeah, parrying multi-hits that aren't like automatic is very difficult. Why does he just need another jump? She does, but the point is that you have to hit something. You do be smashing and buzzing, I see. No, back throw is great. Back throw is goated. What do you mean it's been an hour and a half already? What happened? I've been yapping so much. I think I'm just in a really good mood. I have no concept of time. Smashing and busting is crazy, yeah. They need a higher jump? Oh. No, Pyra is fine. Actually, no, I disagree, yeah. Pyra's jump is annoying because you can't just single jump and land on platforms on certain stages. You need to, like, wave land or something. It's bad. Like, you can't just full hop up there and land on the platform. You like a decent yap? I see. I thought it was better than that. Yeah, no, I do like it too. It's just I was actually planning on playing the game today. Give Aegis kill throws around 140. If you DI badly at the ledge, you can 4-throw and kill them, I'm sure. Why are we talking about Minecraft? Not that it's a bad thing, I'm just... Yeah, I'm muting the music in Smash Bros. And listening to whatever you want. It's great. No, I don't hate Minecraft. See? Now you're putting words in my mouth. See, that's the like, you know when that one image of someone tweeting, "Man, I love pancakes," and then there's like a reply that says like, "Oh, so you hate waffles?" Same thing. I'm not gonna stream Minecraft. I'm sorry. I value my hands. I don't want to play keyboard mouse games too much. I'm gonna get it day one, yeah. I'm not gonna get a Switch 2 on release or anything. Also, there's no telling when it's gonna come out either. Yeah, if Rage worked like Smash 4, Pyra would kill with down throw at like 180. Maybe 4-throw would definitely kill like super early at the ledge. Yeah, I like, listen, if I can, I will play with controller on PC. Because I just... Yeah. Like, I value my hands and my arms. That's all. It's unfortunate when there's games that don't have controller support at all, that weren't like designed with the controller in mind, which, you know, it's fine, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm also playing Vampire Survivors with like a controller, because, yeah, I know I'm just moving around on this, but that's about it. But yeah, yeah, like I would get a Switch 2 if there was any like reason for it, but like I don't think I'm gonna have one yet. Also, the games I want to come out on Switch 1 too, so like, why not? There's no reason to get a Switch 2 yet. Yeah, no, it's like the perfect game to play while I'm catching up on like VODs or podcasts. But I mainly got into it because the Castlevania DLC, and you know, I've really gotten pretty deep into Castlevania at this point. So you know, I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, it's not all, like they didn't really specify which games aren't compatible, but like, we'll see. Olimar? From what? Pikmin? That's not what I pressed. Yeah, it's really fun. Once you get in, it's... Bro. It's so good. Like, I started with the first one on the NES, and I just moved up from there, and it's just been an incredible journey. I'm currently on the DS games. Like, it's really interesting. I know, like, Olimar is pretty good as a character, but I only know him through Smash. I wish downer tripping was, like, consistent. It's not. I mean, if they bring back the Echo Fighter concept, they gotta go ham with it. Like, shove in as many characters as possible. I don't care if they play the exact same. That's whatever to me. Like, just Shove in as many characters as possible. Please. They didn't do anything with it in this game. I missed it down here. It's okay. You know, Aegis Ditto is the matchup even? Who beats who? Come on, we all know that a Ditto in general is not 50-50 whatsoever. There's so many variables. I do want to say though, like in Aegis Ditto specifically, whoever knows the most about what you can and can't punish is gonna win. At least that's how it is in my case. You generally think most Dittos are exactly 50-50? Yeah, that's like, it's the exact same character, but then you gotta remember, like, skill level and a bunch of other stuff. Someone made I don't remember the channel name, but somebody made a video about how Dittos aren't 50-50, and they had so many good points that I completely forgot. But yeah, no, it's never 50-50, ever. Yeah, like I really wish you had more echoes like Ken, or yeah, just Ken actually. Yeah, PT and Aegis Dittos especially are not 50-50 whatsoever. Speaking of Ken. Matchups assuming they're both being played at peak level? Why is that an assumption? That sounds like a weird thing to assume. Like, that's never the reality though, is it? If you want to stream, you can stream, yeah. I'm probably not going to be around for it, but you can. And that's not me being mean, I'm just being realistic. Catching streams is not my my forte. You know what's interesting is that I remember Sakurai on record saying that he wouldn't add Chrom because adding Chrom to Smash wouldn't bring anything new to the table. But then he also made him a clone of Roy, so I'm like, fascinating. Anyway, I still think the Dittos are not 50-50. Regardless of how good or bad you are at the game. Yeah, I remember that. Like, this, the Lucina trailer in Smash 4, or like the Lucina/Robin trailer was very funny. They thought Chrom was going to be added, but no. I don't even think Lucina does anything special for Smash Bros. Aside from Awakening Rep. But Robin was the one really unique character they added though, so I don't know. They really did. I liked it though. It was so funny seeing Captain Falcon in like the Awakening style. Like Lucina fighting Captain Falcon. That was so funny. Like, I think after Marth, like most of the foreign characters I've added have added something new. Like something new and unique. Like Ike was the first like really powerhouse swordy character. And then they moved on to like Smash 4, and then they added Lucina, which was okay, interesting. And then Robin, obviously very unique character. And I think honestly, I think Corrin is also really unique. Extremely unique as like a sword character, but it's Fire Emblem, so people are gonna hate it. And yeah, like I think even Byleth is really unique. Just for having more weapons than a sword. But yeah, like they actually made... Like Ike was sort of like heavy, but like Byleth feels like a super heavy in as a Fire Emblem character. Like you have super strong attacks that don't have stupidly slow frame data like Ike, for example. Yeah, like, I think that's why they're here, honestly. But, like, think about it, though. We have 3 Fire Emblem Awakening reps in Smash Bros. Isn't that crazy? I think 1 would be enough. Understandable. Have not Fire Emblem. It is very different from Smash. Like, the thing I really dislike about Chrom in Smash is that they just reused the model from Robin's Final Smash, and you can tell that Chrom's model just doesn't have as much detail as everyone else, and it's just... feels like I think that's probably why they did it, because it's kind of a shoehorn. Like, they don't have to spend a lot of time modeling him again, so like, we can just use that. So like, Chrom is like one of those Echo Fighters they just threw in for fun, I think. It's okay, just work through it. You have all the things you want, right? I mean, I guess when you have a recovery like that. Like, I don't even know if the recovery is that bad, because he has, like, such insane airspeed. Like, you could just drift back to stage, man. It's like Mario. It's like, wee! I'm just gonna drift back to stage. I don't need any jumps or upbeats. Oh, I love Starlight Kick. And what I love about Starlight Kick in Xenoblade 3 spoilers, is that he sticks the landing. And it's just, yes, character development. That was good. Everyone liked that. Yeah. You know, at least Ike has a side B you can do. And auto cancel and stuff. I've not been getting my turnarounds recently. Yeah, like, the thing is, like, I feel like at that point, it probably wasn't even Sakurai's decision. Because you gotta remember, some characters are added to this game because Nintendo wants them to, yeah? And I feel like Chrom is like one of those situations, because Sakurai puts so much love into every character, almost, so... That's true, but I feel like that rising hitbox is exactly what gets him so screwed a lot of the time. I mean, bro has good taste. What can I say? Yeah, I'm sure Chrome was like cut for various reasons. God, I feel like we talked about so much stuff this stream. I don't even remember everything. But it's been good. Yeah. It's, there's always something about the higher-ups. Hello, Omega. How you doing? Cosmos to Smash? Maybe. No, wait, she'd be a zoner. Do you want that? Let's be real. Nobody likes zoners in this game. When people's favorite characters get added to Smash but they're a zoner. Ugh. Every time. I think people are a bit allergic to zoners, to be honest. I don't blame them though. Ultimate Online doesn't make it any easier. Yeah. Min Min feels like such a weird pick for Smash, considering how irrelevant ARMS is. That feels like a higher up decision. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I haven't really played a zoner that much either. Like, the closest you get to me playing a zoner is like Robin and Smash 4 in this game. But like, it feels so different when you have like... I don't know why, but characters like... Yeah, like sword characters, like they're like mid-range zoners, right? They're close enough that they have to interact with you, but they don't want to be away from you the whole game. But like as I was saying, like I feel like characters like Robin and like Simon and Richter are like they don't feel like zoners to me. And I think it's because they have like disjoints and they outside of their projectiles, they still play mostly like a sword character, you know. Yeah, calling it like that's how I feel against like Samus, because Samus is like one of those zoners that will just kill you across the stage if you make one wrong move. But outside of her, I don't know. I guess there's Min Min, but she's like kind of like an anti-zoner, if anything. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. Like, they don't feel like zoners. Like, and I think it's because they don't fully zone. Like, they still kind of want to be up close to you because they have, like, disjoints. Like, Min Min is like... If Min Min was in a fighting game, she would have hurt boxes on her arms. Let me just say that. But Smash is a disjoint game, so you can't have that. I think Min Min will be so much worse in a fighting game. For real. Yeah. Yeah, I know she's from a fighting game, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's funny how how Robin's role kind of changed, moving from one game to another. But also, neutral air gaining like the Levin sword was insane. That was a decision they made, and it's like probably crazy. A traditional fighter, yes. Yeah, like that's the risk that the mid-range fighters like Swordies actually face. And like that's why I think characters like Belmont and Robin still have to play the mid-range, because they want to get follow-ups from their projectiles. And if they're too far away, they can't get that. So, yeah. Like, they have to be close to you to get your setups and stuff, right? That's so crazy. Yeah, the ARMS really was the best fighting game of, was it July 2017 or something? Yeah, I don't remember the meme, but yeah, something like that. And then better game came out. It's kind of crazy that Splatoon 3 is also kind of done. Like, they're still supporting the game. You know, that's something that really bugs me, actually. So, Splatoon, which is like the main stuff of Splatoon 3 is like over. But it's still getting support. Smash just dropped dead after the DLC. And I'm so upset when I think about it. Like, Splatoon 3 is still getting balance changes. Even though, like, yeah. Christ. It feels so weird. What happened? I mean, I think it's because Splatoon, as, like, fundamentally is a competitive game, and therefore it needs to be balanced, but, like, I wish Smash got the same treatment. I think, yeah, I don't know. I think it's because Smash just isn't meant to be, like, competitive like we do it. It just doesn't get the same treatment, and I get it, but sometimes I wish we had more. Yeah, I know that too, but, like, yeah. Yeah, like... Yeah, like, Yeah, no, like... Yeah, Sakurai worked freelance for Smash Ultimate, right? I think. And after he was done, he moved on to something else. Anyway, Armando, what's up? What do you want? Yeah, we sure do. Like, it's our fault for making these games competitive when they're not, but when they were never made to be that way. But yeah, it works by itself as soda. Yeah, exactly. I hope whatever Sakurai is working on right now isn't Smash. Just for his sake. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. Like, Nintendo themselves are gonna continue Smash without Sakurai, I think, and that's what Smash 6 is gonna be. But it's not gonna have the same flair. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. So, we have down tilt. And down throw to a lesser extent, but yeah. Like at mid percents, you're gonna have to look for like down tilts for the top flat and up throw. Also, back throw works at like side platforms for a really long time. I mean, it would be great if Pyra Mythra were in Smash 6. Mainly because I hope they get meaningful changes. Yeah, there's also Mythra up tilt, I guess. Yeah. And I guess down tilt is gonna work at maybe 40 something. Anyway, as Aegis you have a lot of options, yeah. People just aren't doing this. Yeah, like I do this so much. And my majority of the time people aren't ready to tech because they think I'm gonna not with Pyra, yeah. At low percent you can use down tilt, you can use down throw, and I think that's the more like extent of it. I don't think back throw sends high enough at that point. No, not really. There's also kind of up tilts, or not up tilt, but up air. But yeah, those are like the main things you're looking for. Just thinking. Sakurai also has in his hand a skewed vision of the game. He said back in Brawl he thought Ganon was a very strong character. But he's like... Oh, right, yeah, I think I've heard the legends of like Sakurai getting bodied by one at like on one of someone else and like, you know what? No, this character's gonna get nerfed. I feel like that's that's my like I think that's a funny headcanon, at least for me. But yeah, I kind of didn't say it, but like if people want me to lab something while I'm here, I don't mind. Does that even work? I feel like I would have to do landing near. Kinda. It has to be at like 0 though. Nair has like insane amount of knockback. Oh, he beat somebody with Ganon. Oh! Oh, that's how it goes. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. What are some pyro combos you can get at 50? Not a lot. At 50, I think I start to go for like platform tech chasing most of the time. Like 50 is like perfect for setting up textures at the top platform. With down tilts, or up tilts, or up throw. And you can just like pretend that he techs this, but like if they tech and roll or something, you can just down or up smash and they just die. It's great. Yeah, it's if like I think I mainly get my stuff out of platforms with Pyra because it's great. You know, you get the idea. Like as of like actual combos, you don't really have that much. Like downer obviously leads to a lot of things, as it always does. Yeah, like Pyra is way more about like stray hits and strings more than actual true combos, I think. At least in my head. And that's fine. I would rather do like 3 stray hits and do like 50, you know? It would be cool if all the clone characters or Echo Fighters became like their own thing. Funny situational lucky combo, but that setup, tech chase, footstool down air, doesn't send into tumble and trips. Fast fall into another footstool down. Sorry, what? My brain did not process any of that. Like I've tried to do like down air footstool and I feel like I can't. Like I always mess it up. Oh, trips, I see. With Mythra I do like a 0 to 40% 50, eh? And then you go to advantage set. Yeah, if that's what works for you, then yeah, by all means. At 0. But yeah, I want to say that you're not really looking for combos per se, but more like covering space and looking for tech chases on platforms and stuff. You really? Really? Like, I feel like you're close enough to do it. Also, yeah, they need to be like airborne, right? Can you? Sorry, I'm just like, can you footstool? It doesn't look like it. Oh, that's a trip. I guess you can't trip them if they're in hit. Can you footstool people while they're in hit stun? I guess you can. Yeah, Blazing In is like the bread and butter for footstool stuff, but that's not really what I'm looking for right now. But yeah, like if you're looking for combos for Pyra at like 50 and up, like downer is probably your best bet because you always get stuff. Always. Sorry, what is quote-unquote that setup? You can footstool someone out of a trip. Oh. Oh, you're right. Yes, banana. There we are. That is also banana, but not the banana I'm looking for. Hold on. Oh yeah, you're right. I see. Okay, I get it. So like... So what is the setup you want me to try? Yeah, I didn't know you could do that. I guess I just assumed that the character is like in the tripping state, you can't footstool them, but I guess you can. I think I now know what to like go for if I ever get like down air trips. Like down air, trip, footstool, down air. That sounds really insane actually. Because down air does have a chance to trip at like low percent. I wish it wasn't chance based though. But it's like, it's so random. I guess it's not really reliable. I guess it wouldn't be that useful, but it is fancy though, I will say that. Something I want to get better at too is like when people... any move that sends into tumble at 0. Oh, you want me to footstool the roll? Or like the tech animation. Okay, I can get behind that. Unfortunately, this is Smash Ultimate Training Mode, so I have no easy way to set this up without using 2 controllers, but I like the idea. I don't really know if you get anything more than you usually would, but it sure is fancy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like when I get people into tech scenarios, in general, footstooling when they roll is probably going to be like a really good option. That I should be more aware of. Because usually if I downer and they like tech and roll, usually I go for another downer, but I could footstool and then downer. That sounds crazy. See, this is what I mean with experimenting with your character and finding new things. It's just fun. And then it's gonna take me another 2 months just to implement that, because I'm really slow at it, but... Funny situational, yeah. I think recently I've been really, I've been experimenting with forward air on platforms. Like, because the angle is like really low, but if they DI it wrong, or like DI it in, they go further up and they land on the platform and it's really funny. Like, really funny. I recently got like forward air, they landed on the platform and it's downer up. Like, I read their tech roll and I just downer up smash. They just died. It's really good. I had rage though. It like a downer up smash at 50 on the side plat. Stupid. Oh. Alright. I was considering opening up an arena today. Because I don't really want to play Elite Smash if I don't have to. Like, yeah. But like, I think chat activity is pretty low right now, so I'm like, I don't know, unless people really want to. Yeah, forward air like that, at like mid%. It's funny. Yeah, like I was considering opening Arena today, but I don't know, we'll see. I might just stop stream while I'm ahead also, because I've been yapping for like 2 hours. I am not entirely sure. Yeah, like I just wish the ultimate training level was a bit better, because I have a lot of things I wish I could lab that I just can't, and majority of the things I have like found out at Pyra, I've just found out by literally playing other people and trying out my ideas in real time. And some of them some things have stuck more than others, and other things I've yet to like actually try out properly, like Footstool downer stuff. Like, I can't get it into my head to, like, jump out of shield and Footstool people. So I think I need to find different things to do, like... I think I could probably Footstool people out of a parry, or Footstool people as, like, a punish, instead of doing it out of shield. Because it's kind of binary. Not binary, but what is it called? It doesn't have to be that black and white, you know? And like, Blazing End probably is the best way to get Footstools, but also Blazing End is really committal and punishable. So like, it's not something I just want to throw out and hope that my opponent runs into it, because that's like a really bad game plan that loses to many things. But yeah, there's plenty of things to work on. Always many things to work on. Plenty. I feel like if I played this game more often, I probably would get like more consistent with a bunch of things, but also there's so many other things to do. You swear all your Footstool are accidental? Understandable. Yeah, I just want to be able to put it in the back of my head, so like my hands can just do it, but like I'm just not getting to that point. Yeah, that has happened happened on more than one occasion, and it doesn't feel good, so like... Thankfully, like, because people think Pyra on screen means Blazing End, sometimes I'll run into, like, people with reflectors and counters and stuff, and they just spam that because they think I'm gonna spam Blazing End, and then that means I get to punish them a lot, and that's fun. But, like, it's also sad that that's, like, the reality of things. People are just expecting me to throw it out all the time. More wins for me, I guess, but you know. I swear, every time I run into a Nest player, they start F-smashing a lot because of the reflector property, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just hit you then. I wish Pyra could combo into Downer somehow. Like, Downer doesn't combo into Downer, it's sad. Like, it's really specific. Yeah, I'm sure it is. You know, it kind of bothers me that people think Pyra like has such a bad time with zoners and stuff, man. Like, when you have air drift like this, like, you can just jump over projectiles. You can just jump over them. You can just jump and weave and stuff. It's great. It's always great. Also, like, Blazing End is such a anti-zoner thing, because it just beats so many projectiles. So, like, yeah. It's fun like that. I don't know. I think people have gotten the wrong idea, is what I'm trying to say. Like, slow doesn't equal having a bad time in zoner matchups, really. It always just depends on how you actually play. Yeah, maybe this just won't be a gameplay stream. Like, I am training mode, but... Just jump, Link learn to throw boomerang up. You know what happens then? You run under it. It's great. See, this is what we call mind games. You can literally just run under it when they start doing that. Yeah, against some of them, for sure. It's like when Samus starts throwing out forward airs because they think you'll jump into it, and they just run under it instead, and it's like, okay. Great! It's alright. I don't mind. I wish people did more stuff like that. It makes it feel a bit more interactive. Like, of course I love yapping and just talking to you guys, but if I can do something actually productive in training mode, that's also better. Young Link can throw boomerang up and shoot a fire arrow in the same frame, then you just roll through the arrow, it's easy. Or, I think there's probably a... I want to say you can just drift in between them, but it's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not. But... like, because of Pyra's floatiness, you can just drift in between things sometimes if you're good enough, so... But it takes a lot of practice. Also, McChicken, have I seen you somewhere else? I feel like your username is, like, familiar. Like, my apologies if I've actually forgotten you at some point, because I do that sometimes. How often do you use Footstool there with Pyra? Never. I've not been able to implement it yet. Footstooling people isn't natural to me. Like, I can't get myself to do it. I also kind of forget it exists, because my brain is funny. I want to get better at it, though. I really want to actually make big use of it this year. It's one of my goals. Because I think it's gonna really elevate the defensive play. Yeah, that's the thing. You have to... Listen, jumping out of shield is one thing, but like, jumping out of shield with the intention to footstool someone is way different. Oh yeah, I mean, offstage footstool just happens sometimes. But yeah, as I was talking about earlier, I'm trying to find ways that where I can footstool someone without having to do it out of shield. Like, if I parry an aerial or something, then, you know, they go into landing lag, and then I get more time to, like, parry something and then jump, you know? Because if you parry something, you don't have to drop shield anymore. Not that you're dropping shield anyway, but you know what I mean. You get more time in between the inputs. So yeah, just something I'm trying to get better at, but like, I've not gotten to the implementation phase yet. Like, I know Footstool Downer is really good, but it's hard to implement for me. It's extremely difficult. Especially because right now I'm really used to doing nothing at a shield with Pyra, right? Because he doesn't really have any good out of shield options against a lot of attacks. So like, I'm more used to just dropping shield and running away, or jumping out of shield and jumping away out of shield, something like that. So yeah, it's a work in progress. Also, I'm starting to lose my voice. I've been yapping so much. That's interesting. Sometimes you really just gotta juggle Luigi until he cyclones, and I guess that's, whoops, advantage state gone. I think the main reason why I want to get better at it is like being able to do Footstool Downer under a platform like this just opens up way too much. So I think it's gonna be great fun, but work in progress, as they say. I think you can also get, like, sometimes, like, Footstool Downer without a platform into something, but, like... Really, he did that? The last time I remember seeing a Footstool Downer kill was... I think it was Shuton versus a Palutena, so maybe, like, Louis Money or Chase. Something like that, and he got like Footstool Downer on the ground and then up air afterwards, and I'm like, there's no way that's true. And then like, it probably was. Maybe it was Dragaimo, yeah, I don't remember. A Palutena. I remember it was really crazy. But I think that's gonna, learning that is just gonna open up a lot of things for me, so... Of all the things I have learned at Pyra, that is not one of them. Yet. It was a Limitational 4. Really? I feel like I would have remembered that. That's cool though. It's like something that I see so rarely. And it's probably because people don't really want to be stuck in shield as Pyra anyway. It kind of sucks. Or you just straight up avoid attacks instead, which I think I prefer to do. Like, if I can avoid shielding whatsoever, I would rather do that, you know? Yeah, that's the kind of tech chase I got the other day. That was fun. Forward air across the stage, onto the platform. I had to learn out of necessity because I believed my weakness was neutral and that I couldn't make up for it. Oh, I see. That's good to hear, though. I feel like when you push through something and learn, it's just gonna affect the other areas of your play as well. So like it just benefits. But yeah, another reason why I want to learn Footstool Downer is I also play Richter on the side, and I think he can do similar things and get like similar reward, I should say. And that just Footstool Downer with Richter just sounds really fun to me. So like it could be something I could do out of Shield. I don't know. I'm having ideas. I think it's gonna be fun. Which is the main thing. Contrary to popular belief, Smash Ultimate for Nintendo Switch is very fun. But yeah, could you actually tell me, like, did you have a specific, like, way you taught yourself how to do it? Because maybe I just need a good method. Because I think most of the time when I'm playing this game, like, I don't have Footstool Downer in the back of my head. So, like, I don't do it. Like, I don't think about it when I'm playing. Like, I can do it in training mode and whatever, but, like, I don't think about it in gameplay. So, therefore, I don't do it. And I just don't use it ever. So, like, I need to get to the point where I actually think about it. Because that's where... Yeah, that's just the... I think that's just the stage I'm at. And I haven't progressed further yet with Footstool Downer because of that. So, like, if there's any... yeah, if there's any advice or whatever you could give me, that would be great. Because it's the one thing I just have not been able to do. For, like, a very long time. Like, I don't even remember when I found out about it. How you learn it with Steve. You put Min Min on neutral special in training mode and hit her up. So when they do neutral B out of hit stun, she'll do landing ram ram nair. Interesting. Yeah, I think maybe I just need to practice it, but like it's so hard to practice in training mode because you can't really get your CPU to do... Wait, I don't even have Min Min, I don't think. No, I don't. Thinking of it as another natural part of the game is huge. Yeah, but that's not something tangible for me. Like, thinking about it is great, but I need something tangible to actually work with. Why not? Because I got Fighters Pass 1 and then I didn't care for Min Min. So I got all of the other Fighter Pass 2 characters separately. So you notice that I don't have Min Min, I don't have Kazuya, and I don't have Steve. I only got the cool kids. Intangibles? Sure, yeah. One day I might get, like, listen, if this game had a better training mode, I think I would be more incentivized to get the other characters in the Fighters Pass, but like right now, I don't even have a good way to like lab against them anyway, so like what's the point? Like, you can't recreate things you that happened in a game, in this game, because this training mode is garbage. Oh, Raheem, I get it. I wasn't talking about intangibility. I was talking about I was talking about something tangible to actually latch onto. Because, like, okay, so, like, thoughts are great, but I need something something actionable. Something I can do. Something that I can do, something visual that I can actually learn from. Because the thinking stage is the worst part. That's where I get nowhere. And that's why I usually do all of this stuff. When I come up with new things, I usually just play people and I try to put it into practice. But Footstool Downer is like the one thing I haven't been able to do. And it's because it's in the thinking phase still. It's my problem. So I don't really know a good solution to it other than just trying it. But also, yeah. I guess, I don't even know if Kazuya has that many intangibles. Yeah, because having an idea is great, but being able to act on that idea is a different thing entirely. And frankly, I do think it's part of the reason why is ADHD. It's hard for me to start things, even if I have the thought or an idea. And it's because, like, I don't really have a good... I don't have a... I never really have a plan for implementing things in Smash Bros. I just do it. But for some reason, Footstool Downer is like the one thing I haven't been able to do. So, I don't know how to fix that. There might not be a good solution to it. But yeah, it's just something I need to actively, like, remind myself of and then try it the next time I play. I think that just might be the solution to it, because I just don't think about it otherwise unless I remind myself. Also, if you can't tell, I'm probably gonna end the stream pretty soon. I'm losing my voice, so I think it's probably a good time to probably stop soon. But yeah, it's been a great yap, as usual. It's just like, I know exactly what to do with Footstool Downer, I just... Because it's an outer shield option, I just haven't been able to, like, properly implement it, because everything else I do, it's just something you do. But, like, footstooling people out of shield doesn't feel intuitive, so that's why I probably haven't been doing it. I don't know, I'm just word vomiting right now, I hope you don't mind. Also known as yapping. Yap is such a good word, I like it. Yeah, no, thinking is certainly our best and worst attribute as humans. A lot of good comes out of it, but also, yeah, I gotta rest my voice. I don't really have anything I'm gonna use it for a while, but it's fine. It is a real thing, yeah. And I'll probably find the next stream to tell you, because I don't feel the last minutes of a stream is the best time to go into it. No. But also, I don't stream very often either. It's like once a week, so it's probably gonna be... I've probably forgotten all about it. Yeah, we'll see. Now that I've talked about it in more detail, maybe I'll be able to. I don't know. We'll see. I would like to implement it at some point because it's super cool. And also really rewarding. And it would improve my defensive game because I can actually start doing things out of shield when other attacks don't work. So anyway, I'm gonna go end the stream. I need to go to the bathroom and other things. So thanks everyone for watching. Or listening in this case. I bet a lot of people put this in the background, which is completely fine. But yeah, I'll see everybody soon, and have a good day or night. And yeah, bye bye.